What if I told you, one decision about your car could either save you thousands of dollars, or completely destroy your transmission overnight, and, the worst part, even professional mechanics can't agree on what the right move is. So today, I'm putting one of the most controversial automotive debates to the test. Should you flush a high-mileage transmission, or not? For years, drivers have been told, never flush a high-mileage transmission, you'll kill it. Others say, fresh fluid can only help. Two completely opposite answers, and both sound convincing. But here's the problem. Most people are just repeating opinions, not facts. So, instead of guessing, I decided to prove it with a real experiment. I went out and bought 5 vehicles with one thing in common. Their transmissions had never been serviced, mileage between 170,000 and 190,000 miles. Then I split them into 2 groups. 3 cars got a full transmission flush, 2 cars left untouched as the control group. Same driving conditions, same routes, same treatment, and I tracked everything. Before we get into results, let's talk about the theory that scares everyone. People say, old transmission fluid is full of metal debris and friction material, and somehow that debris is actually helping the transmission survive, like a liquid band-aid filling gaps inside worn parts. So if you flush it, you remove that debris, the gaps are exposed, the transmission starts slipping, and dies. Sounds logical, right? But here's the thing, no one has actually proven this. Let's start with the flushed vehicles. One of them, a Honda Accord at over 180,000 miles, had fluid that was pitch black, smelled burnt, and was full of metal particles. Honestly, I expected it to fail quickly, but instead, immediate improvement. Smoother shifts, faster response, better driving feel, and after 20,000 miles, still running perfectly. And guess what? All 3 flush transmissions survived. Now, let's talk about the cars that were not flushed. This is where things get interesting. One vehicle started slipping just 11,000 miles in. Then, gears started failing, RPM increased without movement, and eventually, complete failure. Another car didn't even make it through the test period without serious issues. Both unflushed transmissions failed, or were failing. So, what does this actually tell us? The biggest mistake mechanics make is this. They see a transmission fail after a flush, and immediately blame the flush. But in reality, that transmission was already dying. The flush just happened to occur right before the failure. That's not cause. That's coincidence. Here's what most people completely ignore. Not all flushes are the same. Bad method. High-pressure machines can push debris into sensitive areas. Good method. Fluid exchange, using the car's own system, smooth, gradual replacement, and even more important, using the correct manufacturer fluid. Because the wrong fluid, that alone can destroy a transmission. So here's the real answer. If your transmission is working fine, flush it properly. Don't wait. If you notice small issues, a flush might help and likely won't hurt. If it's already slipping badly, skip the flush. Start planning repairs. After spending $15,000 and driving over 100,000 test miles, I can confidently say, the idea that you should never flush a high-mileage transmission is completely wrong. Fresh fluid doesn't kill transmissions, it actually helps them last longer.